G'day everyone, Chivos here, bringing you another Football Manager 2016 video, and today we are back for another episode of my Pentagon Challenge, and I'll show you where we are. Since I last saw you, we have highlighted on the screen our loss against Vasco da Gama, but we managed to win the Copa Libertadores. A lot has gone on since I last saw you. I can't believe how much I've played since I last saw you. I've reached 300 games at Palmeiras and almost 1,000 games in Football Management. As you can see, a long list of things that's been going on. Competitions wise, we've set ourselves up so well. Yes, Flamengo have 2 games in hand. It does give them, just say, a 6-point bonus if they win both games. And it does say that they would then be 9 points behind us. So the league is pretty much secure with 9 games to go. But that's not why I bring you here. I bring you here to show you a bit of our history. We've won the Copa Libertadores. It's time to see what's been happening and reflect on our time at the club. So we go to the club here. And you see, since I joined, I think I came in 2024, it might have been. 2023, 2024. I can't remember, to be honest. Let me go to my profile. And I might be able to tell you. Since 2026 we came. So let's quickly go back to the club. In 2026 we came when the club finished in 8th position. After that we took them to a 5th and a Brazilian Cup with a 1st and a 1st. So we turned things around very, very well. We check our history. Obviously, we have the one Copa Libertadores win, which is good for us. We check the general. Are we a legend? No. Are we an icon? It doesn't look like we're an icon either. Are we even favoured personnel? We are, which is good to see. We are favoured personnel. News. Is there anything? Not really. Facilities. We don't need to worry about. We're going to check our best 11. So 2026 is when I joined. And this is what the squad looked like when we get back there. Can we get back there? Oh, here we go. It's gone too far. 2026. This is when we joined. We had the likes of Rodolfo, Roberto Reyes, Lucas Silva, Max Romalo, Pasantes, Ivan, Anton, Neto, Calvin, Dow, Pingo, Ronaldo, Marsondes, Leo Jaba, Leo Baptista, Andre Luiz, and João Paulo. Dow, the standout in that season. Ivan. Do you remember Ivan? We had him on loan. Ivan. Spent the 1 year with us, did a decent job. Alright, then, 2027. We had a slightly rotated squad. Gilberto, Max, Ronaldo, Luiz, Romulo, Silva, Anton, Neto, Antonio, Jaba, Pingo, Tiguinho, Victor, Fernando, Dow, so on. The next year, Alexander, that's when he came in. Chavez, Douglas as well, 37, 13 goals. Fernando bagged 24 that season, incredible from Fernando. And we just go to the overall best 11. Dow has made it, Neto has made it, Flavio, Romulo, how has Flavio made it? I have no idea. Luiz, Figueiredo, Max, Lucas, and Rodolfo. Not bad to say. We check here, you've got some appearances. 425 from Gabriel, 311 from Dow, 262 from Baptista, 296 from Lucas, 341 from Rodolfo. So things were very good. We check our landmarks here, can we? Forget that. But Copa Libertadores winners is one of them. Competitions. We check here, Copa Libertadores 2030. That was us. Brazilian First Division 2028 and 2029. They were both us. We check the Sao Paulo State. We never we managed to win one, did we? I think we might have. 2026 we won one. Runner-up 2027, 2028 and 2029. Brazilian Cup we won it in 2027. Runner-up in 28 and 29. And I think that's it from our history here. It is. But we've had a very good time at the club, you know. We check. I've had a very good time. Douglas, probably our best signing overall. He's been fantastic. 32 assists in 2029. Let's check our transfer history just quickly and see what's been going on. So when I joined, it was 2026. This is it. We had the likes of selling Marsondes. Why? I don't know, but we sold him, and it worked out well for us. On the ins, did we bring in anyone? Belordo, we bought him on a free. That didn't really work out. We bought in Matthias. We bought in Fernando. Leo Jaba was already in, I do believe. I don't think the team was mine until Fernando was here. Then we took real charge in 2027. We let a lot of players go. A lot, actually. Did we sell anyone? We did. We sold the big man Fabricio to PSG for 5.25 million. Got a bit of cash injected into the club. Look at him at 21 years old now. Only 21. He's going to be an absolute world beater. Absolute bloody world beater. So, Fabricio. We then brought in the likes of Perez, Roland, Gilberto, Ronaldinho, Adel Figueiredo. We bought him in. Good signing that was. Paulo Henrique didn't really work out. And Douglas. That is when we signed Douglas. And what a career he had then. I think PSG came in the next year. Did they? They did. Mauricio Aprocedo. He was a great player for us. He's now moved on. And he went to PSG as well. But they helped again with the cash, which is what we needed at the time. And things were good. You know, we've accomplished a lot at the club. We check my information. No, we don't want my information. We want my profile. 2026, you know, my coaching stats are doing very well. Team-wise, 25 trophies that are gold, 11 silver, 1 bronze, 9 personal gold, 2 silver, 1 bronze. Best opinion, Leonardo, David, Zago, Madsen, and Malayo. Edemar, look at that, Ki Sung Yong hates me, I don't care. We have played 917 games overall in management, and we have won 539. My reputation as a manager is very good, 3.5 star. But why do I bring you here? Why? Because it is time for another job. That is right. Check this here. Must respond. Sporting Kansas City. And guess what? We're taking it. Suggest terms. Finalise. We're now the manager of Sporting Kansas City. Now, I'm not going to run you through everything here. I will just run you through the things. Now, the reason I've chosen to come to Sporting Kansas City in the MLS is for pretty much one reason. You check their competitions. We'll go to the overview. Go to the overview. They have won the North American Champions League already. When was it? 2029. Last season, they won the North American Champions League, which means they do have a very good squad. And if you check their squad, they have a decent squad. You look at the value of some of these players, 3.3 million, 2.3, 2.2, 4.3, 1.7, 1.9. They have a very good squad. They've just underperformed all season. You know, you check the overview of the MLS Supporter Shield, which I believe is the MLS regular season. Now, you know, the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. They've performed terribly. They're in 15th. 33 games. They are only on 38 points. They have not performed at all. So we come here to Sporting Kansas City. We'll just go back here just quickly. Where is it? So I've been approached. Where do I go? I want to check the conferences. In the MLS Supporter Shield. No, that's not what I want. We just want to go to the MLS. Just go to the MLS. Here you go, the MLS. This is how it works. You have the Supporter Shield, which is practically your league, right? But that's overall together. This is your conferences. You have your qualification for the Copa Libertadores. First and second from each conference do go through, I believe. It's very confusing, but they are 8th in their conference on 38 points. It's not good to see. Are they going to make the playoffs? It's possible. We have 4 games in charge, I think. Let me just double check that. Go back again. I know there's going to be a lot of back and forth. We check the schedule here. There's 1 game, so it is impossible. Impossible. We can't do it. But that means we have a whole another season. You see, this is their problem here. From the FC Dallas game all the way to the San Jose game, they just had a poor run of form, and it really killed their season. But they have a decent squad. As you see, they're in the North American Champions League quarterfinal. So, they're a decent squad. They are a very decent squad. But the one thing I worry about the MLS is their rules. They have a salary cap, £54,000 a week. Designated players who are at least 24 years old during the calendar year only count $5,500 towards the salary cap. The ones who are 24 years old during the calendar year and have been signed from mid-season are $2,800. Young players who are 21 to 23 are 2,600, so on and so forth. Clubs will not have to buy the third roster spot, whatever that is. Generation ADAS or reserve contracts do not count towards a salary cap. I don't understand. Homegrown players, 1,600, cap exempt. I just don't understand. There's a homegrown budget, whatever. Continental qualification. This is what we care about. We have 4 teams qualify for the NACL, the North American Champions League group stage. The places are allocated by the winner of the MLS Cup, top team from the Supporters Shield, the Eastern Conference, the Western Conference, then the winner of the US Cup final, and then the league position in the Supporters Shield. So really, if we win the MLS Cup, we get a spot. If we win the Supporters Shield, which is both leagues put together, we win a spot. If we win in the top of either conference, we also win a spot. Obviously, you stay in one conference all the time. They have a transfer window. Well, really, they have a lot. Domestic and non-domestic free transfers, loan transfers, foreign transfers only, loan transfers. They have drafts, which is how you get your youth talents. You have a super draft, March Wolver draft, December Wolver draft, re-entry draft, and another re-entry draft. So this is going to be a huge step in my management career. I have never ever managed at Sporting. I've never even managed in the North America. It was my first time in Asia, or it wasn't technically, sorry, I lie. I've managed in Asia before. My first time in South America. It is now my first time in North America. And I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure things out. There's a lot to go through. I'm going to have to figure out a lot. But the point is, are we going to show you the game? When is the game? On the 27th of the 10th. Maybe we'll bring you to that in another episode. But just quickly, we do have the squad here. Our best player looks to be our striker, who is Ryan Brown, 30 years old. Questionable. No, it's definitely Luis Felipe. You look at him, 27 years old. He is incredible. 4.3 million. So this guy could be huge. We have a player here, defensive midfielder, Allison. A very big prospect. Maybe something can become of him. We have reserves. I don't know anything about them. Apparently they're all fake. And we have an academy, which I know nothing about either. So I will have to figure things out. But we have found our new destination here at Sporting Kansas City. Maybe we can become North American Champions League winners. We need it. Are we going to stay here? Are we going to progress to another club? Hopefully we can stay here. But who knows? You know, we left Arema for Joan Buck for success. We then stayed with Palmeiras and got success. So now we are at our next destination at Sporting Kansas City. And hopefully we can get some more success here. But that is it. I just need to give you a quick update. Show you the history of Palmeiras. And I wanted to show you also our new job and what is happening. This is the last time you will see the Palmeiras thumbnail, as we will be going to the Sporting Kansas City one in the next episode. But if you've enjoyed it, do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe to see more of my Pentagon Challenge and the new part of the Pentagon Challenge with Sporting Kansas City. And hopefully I catch you guys on another video.